Okay, how you doing out there, YouTube Pyros? Today we're going to do a little demonstration on, first of all, safety, leading up to the firing of this demo tonight. It's a cake called Jet by Black Cat. I wanted to see if it was a little like the 9-shot cake Hit Team by Legend Fireworks. So we're going to be leading up to that. But first I want to talk to you about how we're going to put this down on the board. We're actually going to fire it with this little 4Q firing system we got from Pyroboom. Little 4Q here, little antenna. We're going to go over how to hook up the igniter to the module and what happens if it's incorrectly hooked up. So basically, if this was a board, what I would do is I would trace around it like this. Okay? Just for demonstration purposes, because this is how I do all my boards. You can either use this spray adhesive I like to use for small cakes, or you could use the liquid nails. However, if you're going to use the liquid nails, it's going to be hard to pull off the cake after the show and save the boards. As everybody knows, the price of lumber right now is crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the spray glue. And the manufacturer of this glue recommends that you let that set up a little bit. Just for a little bit. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to go over this little 4Q. You can hook up the igniters in parallel to this, meaning I can hook up 2 igniters, and there's no polarity on these. So I can hook up 2, and I can fire them pressing one out of 1Q. So we can fire 2 cakes at the same time, firing 1Q. So I think that's set up enough. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll take off the paper here because they don't want that paper to rip while the cake's going off. However, we're not going to do that either. I'm not worried about this little cake. So what we're going to do is we're going to set that down. And the reason I'm mentioning safety is because if I'm going to fire a single cake like this little cake can flip over at any time. So what I'm going to do before we fire it, we're going to haul it out and we're going to put a rock on either side of it to keep it from bouncing all over the place. Okay, so now, getting to the firing system. Just really quick, we're not going to hook up the igniter to the cake for safety reasons. These have no polarity, meaning it doesn't matter black, red, which side you hook up first. So we recommend that you fold the wire in half to keep it a little thicker so it stays in. So you're just going to put this wire in there and then put the other end in. And then if you turn it on and you have it hooked up right, you should see a green light. If it's not hooked up right, you're not going to get a light at all. These also come with an antenna. It swivels. And if you want to, you could actually put this on a 4-foot stake, tape it to the stake for better height and better frequency. So I just wanted to discuss this before we fire this cake, which is going to happen at the end of this vid. So thank you all for watching, and stay safe, and thank you. Okay, I know it's not quite dark enough, but the weather sucks, and I'm going to do this so I could get back inside. Like I said, I put a rock on that, and I've got everything hooked up. I put a little tape on the fuse there, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that module on. There's, we got our green light. And let's hope that old reused / never been used igniter works. So we'll back up a little bit and we'll see if we can get a quick demo here. I think this is far enough. It's only a small cake. I got my little remote here. I'm going to see if this works. If not, then I'm going to hand light it. There we go. Got ignition. Not really getting a lot of height. That's about what I expected. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good night.